Hello guys, you're most welcome to this video. My name is Atong Abraham, a student of Makerere University. We're basically going to look at the concept paper. Whatever is going to be part of the concept paper. Yeah, we'll look at it one by one. Now let's begin. Let's begin. The overview. We're going to look at title of our project. We'll also look at artificial intelligence problem to be investigated, background of the project, significance of the project scope, statement, artificial intelligence, research questions, which are based on the what machine learning interpretability, hypothesis, artificial intelligence research objectives. We're also going to have data set description, AI methodology, and lastly, references. Now, yeah, this is the title of our project, which is the climate prediction system with artificial intelligence. Under this, we have artificial intelligence problem to be investigated. So climate change has caused like increase in heat drone and insect outbreak. Now, the warming climate has also caused the decline in water supplies, reduced agricultural yield, and triggered heat-related health impacts, like in the cities. Also, areas flooding and erosions are also another additional concern. Now, it is important to understand how the climate is changing so that we can be able to prepare in the future. And this is actually to be done with the what? With the predictive system. That is our system. Actually, we talked about before. Let's look at background of the project. Climate change prediction system uses AI algorithms, which are well suited to analyze light data sets and detect patterns, and the accuracy of the prediction can be increased by incorporating real-time data points such as weather observations. We're also going to look at significance of the project. Climate change prediction system actually aids in understanding past, present, and future climate. Now, this information provided by the model enable us to determine how both natural and man-made influences have and will impact changes in our climate. These predictions and the results can also suggest like how to mitigate the worst effect of climate change, and it can help the decision makers to prioritize to prioritize environmental issues based on the scientific evidence. We also have project scope. This project will include it's going to include research, content strategy, obtaining data about various global temperatures. It will take like period of the period of 2 months for implementation with each budget, and the field master will oversee this task. Now, here we have project statement. Climate change, the defining issue of our time, and we are also at a defining moment. Now we are from shifting weather patterns that threaten food production, rising like sea level that increase the risk of flooding, while others are being exposed to more frequent droughts. And these changes are already having a big impact on our lives. Therefore, the help of climate prediction system we are able to understand how the climate is changing and be able also to withstand with whatever circumstance it brings. Here we are having artificial intelligence research questions, which are to do with machine learning interpretability. The first question we're going to look at is, why is artificial intelligence predicting? Why is AI useful like in predicting climate change? Now, artificial intelligence can be employed to help in measuring emissions at both levels of micron and micron. Now, it also reduces like emissions and greenhouse gas effects. This whole like removing existing emissions from the atmosphere. There's another question here that we can also look at, which is how can we use artificial intelligence in climate and weather forecasting? Now, AI can also reduce the workload of meteorologists, therefore improving the accuracy of weather forecasts. We also have another, which is how accuracy is AI in predicting climate changes. With artificial intelligence, scientists can identify tropical cyclones, weather forecasting, weather changes, and heavy rainfalls with up to 99% accuracy. And lastly, how can AIO, after occurrence of a natural disaster, artificial intelligence, in particular machine learning, is playing a role like in development of hazard maps and the forecasting of extreme events in real time. Now, the provision of the awareness, the provision of awareness to the people and decision making support really help us to overcome the occurrence which may happen actually like in the future to come. We also have hypothesis. One hypothesis suggests that global warming is the result of internal climate variability or changes in the interactions between the oceans and the atmosphere. In this case, suggested temperatures are rising because they are drawing heat from deep within the oceans. Now, there's another one also, which is the climate change mitigation. Now, the proposed method allows like to reduce the fuel consumption and greenhouse gases emissions while idle with the engine running. Now, let's look at objectives. The first objective is to hold in forecasting climate changes on the Earth. This model actually is used to provide information on historical and upcoming climate changes. It also represent the interaction of key driving forces such as the atmosphere, oceans, topography, and the snow weather forecast model. Weather forecast models use measuring techniques. Now, lastly, climate change model allows the simulation of the effects of the buildup of greenhouse gases centuries actually into the future. Now, based on the current understanding of the atmospheric physics and the chemistry, and this is to do with our project objectives. We also have another part here, dataset description. Now, in this dataset description is going to include the following features of the global temperatures grouped according to country. It contains like the sample of countries selected for the data. States is going to include city, comprises data of the cities within the country. Land average temperature, which contains the global average temperature, which is measured in Celsius. Land average temperature uncertainty. Land maximum temperature. Land minimum temperature. Land maximum temperature uncertainty. Land minimum temperature uncertainty. Land and ocean average temperature. And lastly, global land and ocean average temperature. Let's look at the methodology. In this methodology, the system will going to use supervised machine learning algorithms based on classification. It takes a sample of data collected about global temperatures from the different countries, which are classified by the country's state, city and major city, and also uses methods that allow weather observations from short-time series. And this is the end of our video. Thank you for listening. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to have a look at my work, check down in the description part below. Have a good day.